Welcome to the Unadilla Disaster Show. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. Let's jump back on the Moto merry-go-round and examine the good, the bad, and maybe a little bit of the ugly.
No, Walty, not the ugly. Only examine rainbows and sunshine and Lee Diffie.
No. Somebody's got to read between the lines and look between the ruts, and we've got some ruts developing this weekend at Unadilla. Actually, we had a lack of ruts. The riders clearly did not like the track. They said they liked previous Unadillas better than this one, and it's basically because they expected rain, so they didn't put as much water on the track, and where they did, they didn't do the whole track. It was in the middle of the track, and it got dusty, and this and that, whatever. But, I mean, it's coming down to the end of the season, and we're already on a skeleton crew. Not our best riders are out there. A lot of riders have been hurt, paralyzed, and almost killed. Not only the fans from flying bikes flying around, it's just the reality of the danger, the waters we're swimming in now. They're shark-infested. Gladiator Games blood sport. But let's go ahead and break this thing down. Of course, it was all about this weekend, the championship titles. Can they wrap it up one round early and make it even more boring for the final round? We all want to see a blood sport, bang bars, trading paint, fiasco. I'm not going to get it. I'm sorry. But the one thing that happened is the Wonder Boy, the chosen one, the Moto Messiah, the alien, wrapped his series up. But Danger Boy couldn't quite do his. And, of course, we're trying, and the media, the mainstream, lamestream Moto media is trying to build the Clash of the Titans. But unfortunately, loose lips sink ships. They announced that they needed something to ride on. They said Danger Boy is good, all cleared to ride the 450 for the last round. Dumb! Of course he's not going to do that unless he's getting paid. Why? Now, I've seen footage of Danger on the 450, and he looks pretty comfy on that thing, even on the presser. He didn't show up to the pre-race press day, and I probably, because he's like, unless you're paying me, I ain't coming. That's where Danger Boy's going. He clearly likes money. He's said it as much as that, and he's to the point now where he's probably like, nah, why show up for press day unless I'm getting paid to do it? I'll be flying in on my private jet a couple hours before the gate drop, and I think that's pretty much what he does. Now, here's the challenge. Danger Boy, listen up, bro. You're our boy. You went through a proper hazing as you came in. You might go through another one of a different sort when you get to the 450s, because I'm not so sure the other 450 riders are going to welcome you with open arms. You needed to dominate the way Jetson did today to really make this thing look like you're the guy that's going to dethrone the Wonder Boy. But what I'm seeing right now, I mean, the Wonder Boy, and everybody's singing his praises. He's generational talent. We've known as much. But this dude is a freak of nature. And you're more like a bowling ball in a china shop. Really, Danger. And while you're still our best bet to do it, and there's a good chance you would, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, Bubba, I would be putting money on the Wonder Boy, not Danger Boy, for the championship. And I think we got to give Danger, and I'm sure everybody will too, a learning year, first year. But you see, he's got high expectations. He's going to need to be a close second. And even then, I don't think he'll be happy. But the fact of the matter is the average Joe, Wasabi, really is stealing the show. We should just call him Stealing the Show Joe from now on. In fact, Walty will probably just coined his new nickname, Stealing the Show Joe, because that's what he's doing, dudes. And how bummed is Monster? Monster ripped the logo off his helmet, almost got ousted by the Wonder Boy and the supporting cast dynamic duo Hunter for having Lucas Myrtle as his agent. And then when he canned his agent, they're like, okay, you can stay. Honda, write him his contract. So it looks like Steal the Show Joe is, in fact, staying. Now, can Drink Weird cashed in because they're getting a lot of play, even though their logo is kind of plain Jane. I don't know if they're going to be able to afford to keep him. I'm sure Red Bull will step up to the plate because you want all your guys. I mean, Hymas was rocking Red Bull. Hunter's rocking Red Bull. Of course, the Wonder Boy's rocking Red Bull. Joe needs to be rocking Red Bull too. It's just not going to look as factory cool without that. Plus, it kind of cheapens it, in my opinion. Nothing against Drink Weird. It's probably a better, so I hear it's a better product than what Monster dumps in there is a Red Bull, all the sugar and caffeine and stuff. Here, Drink Weird doesn't have that. I haven't tried one yet. Maybe I will now that Steal the Show Joe, he's our boy, even though he's from another country. Now, the fans have clearly embraced him. And Danger, I don't know. It's just getting, somebody asked recently, or I saw a post, it's like, Danger Boy, the new J-Law of the sport? Almost, except he's got more talent. Danger Boy's got more talent than J-Law, and he's going to be rich. He's already rich, but he's going to be richer. And J-Law just didn't get cash in and capitalize the way Danger Boy did. So, not so sure how it's going to play out there, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. The Wonder Boy is still clearly the guy to be. But there are some stories, a lot to blow apart this week, in my humble opinion. Not because we have to, because we want to. It's what we do, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Somebody's got to read between the lines and look between the ruts. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Why, you ask? Of course, I'm going to tell you. Because back in the day, this was cool. Now it's called manufactured, watered down, bubble gum, unicorns, Pride Month type of stuff. It ain't flying. This is moto. We don't want to claim that as part of our sport. We want it to be hard-hitting. Do not sugarcoat this industry. Do not. It ain't working. Now, there's so many stories from Vial, pretty much loose lip sync ship, said that on the press conference that he for all intents and purposes, he's not staying in the U.S. He's gone. KTM probably couldn't afford him. We'll be breaking that one down this week, hopefully. Also, George Prado. George Prado pulls holies, no problem, but he fades. That thing's on borrowed time and can't even get another team or would even want to ride in the U.S. He's gone. He's basically deported. He's going to be blacklisted here in the U.S. Nobody's going to want to pay him the price tag that he wants to come do the same thing to their team. I doubt that. Now, I'm even hearing that Cowie threw Kickstart Kenny an offer. But he isn't going to go over there unless it's stupid, ridiculous, double my money that I'm getting from Suzuki money because he wants to be the top dog. He's not going to share the spotlight with Sexton. It ain't going to happen. A lot to blow apart. A lot to blow apart for sure. Also, they announced that they're going to be changing 16-year-olds can no longer go pro at 16. It's 17 and eventually 18. Why, you ask? Well, of course I'm going to tell you. My opinion is because they don't want these kids coming in that young because they need to keep them out as long as they can. So the Wonder Boy, we see if you keep bringing in talent that quick, it's too much talent. We need just our guys, our Jeremy McGraths, our Bubbas, our Rickies even. And if you keep bringing these people in, these young kids, we're not going to do it. So we want to space it out. As we phase out this crop of champs, we phase in a new crop. That's what's happening, in my opinion, what's going on here. Now, I don't think it's a bad idea to have kids wait till they're 18 to go pro, but it's certainly going to shorten their careers in the sport, and that's what they want. They want these guys shortened because right now we got the Elis racing into their 30s and the Webbs and the Kennys. They're lasting a little longer out there, right? And with these guys capable of doing abbreviated programs and the other series now willing to throw money at it, I think there's something a little deeper in terms of why we're stopping kids from going pro at 16. And final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark-infested, Unadilla. Welcome to the swimming pool. I think we saw some things today that kind of exposed a lot of things. First of all, the Wonder Boy is a force to be reckoned with. He dominated and went 1-1 yet again. Danger Boy couldn't match that. He's been running his mouth quite heavily, and while he's our boy, he's Americana, and we like that, He is getting a little bit conky up there, and he better hope he can back that thing up. Otherwise, it's going to be disastrous when he hits that 450. That 450 is no joke. And even though he said himself, that thing's got so much power, endless power, and he feels like he's a different type of rider than Eli. He's really more of a bulldog on that bike. I think he is our best bet, definitely to take down the Wonder Boy. But the efficiency that I'm seeing out of the Wonder Boy, I think it's a big ask. A lot to blow apart this week moving forward. So make sure you jump over to the community page and participate in some of the polling so we can get some of your guys' comments as we do a lap around the comments with our open face and tear-offs in the meantime. Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless. And I'll see you on the next video.